tell me about Eden from director Ron Howard.
Yeah, this is interesting. This is director Ron Howard. He's actually, this is not a major studio film. I believe it's in theaters for a while. It's going to, I want to say Amazon. It's going somewhere. But the story is actually based on a true story. It takes place in 1930s Europe, or in 1930s Europe, the war, World War I had just ended. But there's this sense that something bigger and more dark is coming to the world. And so what Jude Law's character, Dr. Friedrich Ritter, and his partner, Doris Straunch, played by Vanessa Kirby, do is they go to an island, a remote island in the Galapagos called Floriana. There, Ritter is going to write his master opus that is going to kind of bring unity to the world, kind of give a new way of moving forward in this world to avoid anything monumental that might happen in the next 10 years. So they go to this island, they build a shack. It's a nice, they're living a good life. They're on their own. They've got a garden. They're near a water source. And then, he's writing these manuscripts, and then ships would come by. He'd give it to them, and then they would post them in the newspaper. Well, what has happened is that his writings have become fairly popular. And as a result, the Whitmer family, led by Heinz, played by Daniel Bruhl, and his pregnant wife, Margaret, played by Sydney Sweeney, decide that they are going to live the same life as Ritter, because their son has tuberculosis. Daniel Bruhl's older son has tuberculosis, and he thinks that living on this island would help cure that. And so what begins happening is you have Ritter there, who has established his life, and now it's being invaded by another family, which is exactly what he didn't want to happen. He wants to be there isolated. And so he tries to make things bad by sending them off to an area to build their home that has, the other water source, but it's a very difficult situation. And weirdly enough, the Vitters make that turn lemon into lemonades and turn that spot into a fairly livable area. And so there's this little conflict going on. And to make matters worse, a third party shows up. The Baroness, who is played by Ana de Armas. She arrives with her two male lovers, and she decides that she is going to build a hotel on this island. And what she really does is she saps the resources from Ritter and from the Whitmers, from Ritter and the Whitmers. And this conflict occurs where she's just ruining everything. And it gets insane. Because when Sydney Sweeney finally gives birth, it is the most insane moment in this entire movie. It's really this story about utopias. The fact that utopias can't truly exist because humans are involved. We take this idea of get off my lawn to the extreme here. You think you found paradise. You think you can find seclusion from people, but the reality is you can't. People will always come. People will always ruin it. And the choice is either to make friends or make enemies. And most of the time we make enemies. And look, the movie's a little bit long, but in the end, I really enjoyed this movie. I like movies that are about humanity, about human conflict. And this is really full of it. Everyone here in this movie has their motives and their motivations for being there, for wanting certain things to happen, for good things to happen, and good things will never happen. And it's how you deal with it. And look, Sydney Sweeney, she still needs to work on becoming a dramatic actress, but you put Jude Law, Vanessa Kirby, and Daniel Bruhl in the mix, and you have a well-acted movie.
Yeah.
And so I do recommend this movie. There are 3 boobs in it, and 1 penis. 69.
That's your rating for a film?
3 boobs and a penis. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'll let you guess whose penis you see.
Bruhl.
Maybe.
See, I was right. Well, look, everything I like Ron Howard.
Mm-hmm.
Apollo 13 is being re-released to theaters, actually.
Yeah.
And that would be a great one to see in the theater. But I'll just say, based on your description, even with Sydney Sweeney, this is a streaming movie to me. So haven't seen it. obviously I haven't seen it, just based on what you tell me, and I do trust you, Alan. I'll see this, but when it comes to a streaming service,
Like it takes place on this beautiful island, and you're gonna watch it on your TV.
Yes, I am.
All right. I just say I it's not as bad as you think it is.
Okay, that's not a resounding endorsement, but
I liked it.
I'll take it.
I will see it again on streaming.